watching the show or anything, or did you feel pretty confident you guys were going to be?
Well, I think you always sweat it out to some degree, but I was pretty confident. I mean, you look at our resume, and I just didn't think there was any way they were going to, keep us out. But it doesn't matter if you're the 1 seed, the 10 seed. It's always magical when you see your name up there on the screen, and you gotta, they have a camera and you get the team shot. I think it's pretty cool. So excited to be part of it.
Been in numerous rooms where that's the case, but a lot of your players haven't seen the name pop up like that before. What was the room kind of like and the energy?
Yeah, at the end of practice today, I'd asked, I knew the answer, but I asked how many had never been to the NCAA tournament, and two-thirds to three-quarters of the hands went up. So this is a new experience for a lot of the players, and it's magical. We've been trying to really build it up as to being something special, but it's kind of ironic. 8 years ago, the Durham was where kind of Oregon was put on the basketball map. That's where it all started for our program as a 10 seed, and we had to beat Temple and then Duke. But that part's exciting, and I let the team know that after. I said this is where it all started.
How exciting, obviously, is it to get back here after a couple of years and to get the program back, obviously, into the place that they've been so many times over the last few years.
Yeah, really important, and we worked hard for it. They've been rewarded for their hard work through the year, and we really needed to get back to the tournament. That was our goal right at the very start, and we put ourselves into that position. And I'm glad today we got, we saw our name called. So now, let's go. I think Chris did the research. I've won 9 games as a coach in the NCAA tournament as a double-digit seed. So, I've been there. I tell the team, it doesn't matter where you're seated. It matters how you play, who you play. And, so I think we're going to be ready. I think we're excited for it. And the good thing is we do have some experience. Deja's been to 4 tournaments. She knows what it's like. Amina, Philly went her first year here. So we have some players with some experience in the tournament. And we're going to rely on them for that.
Thinking about maybe getting a beer with Scott Rueck down the road, 10 15 miles down the road. Beavers are playing in Raleigh.
Yeah.
Is that a thought to maybe link
No.
up with him once comfortable?
Yeah, the answer is no. I did make a joke that maybe we should hop on the same charter. That didn't go over very well either. So I'm happy that they got in. They, obviously had a great run in their tournament, and we wish them the best. They're Oregonians, so we wish them the best.
You mentioned Deja's postseason experience. She also has experience playing in that building, and obviously 10 miles down the road. What's that going to be like to just kind of lean on someone who knows the building, knows the area, and also knows the tournament?
Yeah, well, and Deja will not have any love for Duke. That's just kind of inbred. If you go to either of those schools, you can't like the other. So yeah, hopefully we get an opportunity to play them, but obviously we've got a lot of work to do before that. I know Vanderbilt's a really good team, but Deja, I think was, she was pretty excited. You'll get a chance to ask her, to be down there. I don't know how she's done there. That'd be a nice little look up, how she's done over there over the years. But,
Research just got announced.
yeah, it came upon. In fact, I think the show's probably still going. Yeah.
You mentioned Vanderbilt's a good program. The team you watch much or know a ton about yet?
It's really fun. I watch a lot of games. I am one of those that I watch games on my phone every night, and I like to watch obscure teams, just from all over. I didn't get to see Vanderbilt much. I've obviously they have a young player from Arizona, sophomore Camille Pierre, who's fantastic. Well, we really liked her out of high school, and she went to Vanderbilt, and I know she's just been great. And then they have that freshman Michaela Blakes, who's I think had at least one 50-point game, maybe a 40-point game, and is on a roll right now. So that's going to be a really, really tough game. Shea Ralph, their coach, Connecticut pedigree, both as a player and a coach. So, they run good stuff. I know that. I actually remember when Shay was a player. I may have actually sent her a letter at one point, but at that point, I don't think she was looking at us if she was looking at Connecticut. So I'm just glad to be in the field, and like I said, we're going to be playing. At this point, everybody's a really good team, so we got to work cut out for us.
You guys are going to have kind of an extended break here from the end of the Big Ten tournament to your first game in a couple, 4 or 5 days here. Where do you kind of feel like you guys are at right now in terms of what have you guys done with maximizing this time?
Well, we've been practicing. It's kind of hard when you're not preparing for anybody, so we just try to stay in shape and stay crisp, and that's all we've been doing. Now we can put our efforts toward the first opponent. We're a little unique in that we're on the quarters here, so we have finals starting tomorrow. And so our players that have finals, I don't know when we leave. Do we play Friday? So we'll leave Wednesday, maybe even Tuesday night. So all of our players have to cram all their finals into a couple of days. Most schools are on semesters, and they don't have to worry about that right now. In fact, a lot of them might be on spring break. So, our situation is unique. But again, I told the team the story 8 years ago. We are the 10th seed. We barely got in. And we travel cross country, the furthest of any team in the country, right? Beat Temple at the buzzer, thanks to Ruthie's fingernail. Just got a piece of their shot. And then we beat Duke, the 2 seed, 2 nights later. And quite frankly, I didn't even think ahead. It was our first time in the tournament here. I did not think ahead. And so we didn't pack for another week. And then plus we had finals. So we had to fly completely back home Sunday night after the game. We got in at about 2 a.m. and we had 5 players at 8 a.m. finals. And I said, guess what? You got to get your finals done. No excuses. And then we left the next day, Tuesday, to fly back cross country to Bridgeport. And that's where the regionals were that year. And, thinking through it, I should have packed for 2 weekends. But we didn't. And again, we flew further than any team in the country. And then we beat the number 3 Maryland. It was an 8 a.m. West Coast tip. It was 11 a.m. back there. And so it just goes to show, tournament, anything can happen. We shouldn't have won any of those games. And those kids just found a way. We were young, started 3 freshmen, a couple of sophomores, and we just found a way. So it's pretty neat. And kind of ironic that now we're having a new rebirth, so to speak, of our program, and that we're doing it in the same city and same seed. So there you go. That's a long-winded story. I apologize.